Well, hello everybody. My name is Stephen Mead with Domicile Real Estate. We are on a mission to help California's renters become homeowners, and we are the real estate firm for people who love houses. And I hope that is you today because we have a brand new listing and it's really something special. I know agents use that terminology way too often, calling a house special, park-like, unique, but in this case, it's actually true. Today, we're in Laguna Hills at 24651 Devonport Circle, and I'm going to start off by showing you something interesting, and that is the home office space in this house. Normally, home office spaces are an afterthought, and this could also be used as a guest bedroom or a bedroom number 4, but there's something remarkable about this space, and it's true for every part of this house. There are no plain flat rooms in this house with square box walls. Almost every single room in this house has vaulted ceilings, unique windows, and this one has something extra special. And I'm going to point out the window. We're in Orange County. Orange County and Southern California as a whole is a very dense environment. So to have a home where your view out your window is greenery like this, where you're not staring at the wall or another house next door, that's really something big and something special. And that's really a theme that we're going to talk about throughout this house. So take a look, follow me, and let's explore some of the main living areas. We're standing in here in the living room and the dining room. And you might notice that this is a particularly bright space. And yes, we do have the lights on, but one of the unique features of this home is the built-in skylights. They're not something that you immediately notice, but they bathe the light in bathe the space in a natural diffuse light. Very similar to how many art museums, like the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, they have many skylights in that space because it provides a very unique feel and light. And what does that get you when you buy a home like this? Well, it gets you a sense of peace and tranquility that you can't quite put your finger on. But we're going to tell you right now exactly why it works that way. These homes were built in the late 1970s and early 1980s and were located in a part of Laguna Hills that is right next to Nellie Gale Ranch. These homes were always built as a high-end offering. And that's just one of those unique construction details that you find in a house like this. Again, a very generous living space. We've done a beautiful masonry fireplace that has kind of a buff finish on it. Really, this is a multi-purpose space. We have it staged as a living room, but this could have a pool table. This could have a lot of unique purposes for whatever in your lifestyle, because we do have another living space in this house, so you actually get 2. Let's take a look at the dining room. And I love dining room spaces like this that aren't too big. And I think everybody talks about having a giant formal dining room. I actually like manageable spaces like this, but my favorite part of this space is that it really takes advantage of the outdoor space. And you'll notice we have the perfect spot for outdoor dining. I think when people look at that, it makes sense to them. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about in houses, and I think they should talk about that a little bit more. If you've ever been inside a home where something just doesn't feel right, or you just don't get it, or you just don't like it, oftentimes that's because the spaces don't make sense. And in this home, the spaces make perfect sense. Let's go ahead and explore the part that I know you've all been waiting for, the kitchen and the family room. This is a great kitchen space, and I think that the term flip is really a pejorative term in our society. And it makes you think of homes where some money-grubbing investor came in, they put in whatever things were on sale at Home Depot that week, and that's what you get. But in this case, the renovators made some very interesting choices, and I'm hoping you could kind of come in here and take a look at this. This isn't the standard quartz that every renovator uses. Instead, this is a very special granite that gives this home some unique character. And that's really what the investors and the renovators wanted to impart in this house. They wanted a space that felt special, that just didn't feel like another house. And they chose some unique things. Not only did they choose this special granite, but they chose a very unique paint color. It's almost a beautiful saturated gray-green. And I think it gives this space that extra something instead of just those whatever white cabinets that you see in almost every other renovated home. We also ran the granite up the wall instead of a traditional backsplash. It gives this a cohesive sense to this space, and it also makes this counter space extra useful in back of me. Wonderful light white oak shelf. We've got stainless steel appliances, including a Thermador cooktop with downdraft ventilation, so you don't have an ugly range hood above you. We have something that everyone dreams of, the walk-in pantry. It's that space for all those things that you use once or twice a year, but you feel like you want to have them close by in your kitchen. The space here can also be used for either a small bistro table, or you can set it up as kind of a buffet and serving area. In my mind, if this were my house, this would be a little coffee bar and basically a fun place to read the newspaper and start the day. I also want to talk about some of the changes that were made in this house. Originally, this space in the kitchen that you see next to me had a drop ceiling that came all the way down. It felt like 1979, and these renovators had the vision to kind of open this space up, and what it did is it really changed the character of the space. We've also got a very generous family room and a secondary living space over here. And I think when you have the two living spaces, that gives you a lot of options in how you configure the space to your lifestyle. If you have children, you might configure the space one way. If you don't have children, you might configure the space in a very different way. And I like having those options and that flexibility, and it's something you really don't find in a lot of homes. This house also has a lot of glass and a lot of windows, and I'm hoping Cassandra is panning around because, again, what do you see out of all these windows? You see greenery, you see plants. What you don't see is a crammed in neighborhood. And I think that's a very big difference between this home and almost anything on the market near this price point. To get this level of feeling of seclusion in your home and privacy usually equates to an over $2 million price tag. We've also got a secondary fireplace, again with a beautiful buff concrete finish. But now let's take a look at some of the private spaces in this home. I'm going to talk about a linen closet, and that might seem like a weird thing to talk about in a house video, but there's a couple reasons why. In almost every single renovated home I've been in under $2 million, the linen closet is the stock, whatever, 1970s, 80s cabinets, and they just cheaped out. And in this home, they didn't. We've got the same beautiful dark saturated green finish, gold hardware, and they also did a beautiful countertop on this. And it's that level of attention to detail in this home that I think is really what makes it stand out from the crowd. Now, the space is a little small, and I don't want to ruin the view, but I want you to take a look inside the secondary bathroom. I want you to look at the flooring and then pan up to the back of the shower and the tub area. It's the same tile that flows right up the wall. And I think what that does is it creates this very unique look. We also have a light well in back. And that's the level of attention and thought that was given just to the secondary bathroom in this home. And that's the kind of surprise and delight moments that you can expect if you buy this home and live here. Let's take a look at one of the bedrooms. Now, I said that there were no just square box bedrooms, and you might be looking at this thinking, this looks like a square box bedroom, but it's not. Because we're going to take a look over here at something special and a unique feature that this bedroom has. This would be perfect as a secondary bedroom for children, possibly as a guest bedroom, how we have it staged. It's got a beautiful little private patio, but I want Cassandra to come in here and take a look. It has a heightened ceiling and a clear story window, something that gives architectural interest on even the third or fourth bedroom in this home. We also have access out to that patio, private patio from here. Let's take a look at another bedroom. Beautiful exposed ridge beam ceiling, and again, lots of light, access to that secondary patio. Every room in this house has something special and unique about it. It's not just another tract home with square box bedrooms with a little window on the wall. I'm tired of seeing those, you're tired of seeing those, and we know that you deserve better and you want something better. But now, let's take a look at the primary bedroom suite. Just as a reference point, this is a king-size bed and we have plenty of room in the space. We've got a huge vaulted ceiling, Again, I'm harping on this like 5 times, but I can't tell you how important this is. When you look out the windows, what are you looking at? You're looking at greenery. You're looking at open spaces. You're looking at layers in the foreground of plants. That level of privacy and seclusion is unheard of under $2 million in this part of Orange County. But finally, for our last inside area, we are going to take a look at the primary bath suite. Real estate agents use the term spa-like bathroom way too often. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Most of the time, it's complete bullshit. This one is actually a spa-like bathroom. And why is it a spa-like bathroom? Well, we have a beautiful freestanding tub. We have a ton of light. We have light surfaces, and we have soaring ceilings. And the best part is when you look out these windows, again, what do you see? Greenery. You're not staring at the stucco wall of another house next door. We've got beautiful white oak floating vanities, gold hardware. This is a beautiful place to spend some time to get ready, to recenter your mind, which I think is exactly what a primary suite bathroom should be. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the outdoor spaces. Right off the primary bedroom, we have this beautiful outdoor lounging and entertaining area. And, I think far too often we've grown accustomed to this idea that we want this big backyard with grass. Well, the reality is that's not terribly useful. That's a park. I can go to the park. What I want is a private, secluded space to spend time with friends and family. I want spaces that have a sense of purpose. I want to know, what am I going to do in that space? And here's the answer. You're going to relax with friends and family. You're going to have great conversations. You're going to have great moments and great memories. That's what outdoor space in California is about. Let's take a look at another outdoor space. This is that space that we saw through the dining room. And really, it's a perfect space to enjoy some outdoor dining. It's conveniently located right off the main dining room and still close to the kitchen space. It provides a sense of privacy in the shadow of the house. Really, it's a great space. I think in California, we're so conditioned to homes being close together that we're not used to what a real side yard space can look like, one that's actually useful and a place that you want to spend time. Let's go around to the front of the house. Off the front of the house, we have a beautiful gazebo space that was built. When I think of a space like this right off the front door, I think this is a great spot to sit and receive friends and family when they arrive. Unlike many other homes in Orange County, this one is not located directly on the street. You have a long, luxurious driveway that separates your home from the streets. So when you move in and when you're waiting for guests to arrive, this provides a unique sense of shelter, almost like an outdoor foyer, if you will, to receive guests. It's a cool, unique feature, and it's something really typically only found on considerably more expensive estate class properties. Let's take a look at the front of the house. We're going to take a quick zoom around. I like that this is one of those homes that it doesn't bonk you over the head from the street. It's got this quiet confidence to it. And I think if you're the kind of person who drives a, pea soup green Lamborghini, this is probably not the house for you, right? In fact, let me take a moment and have a moment of honesty with you. This is not a house for everybody. This house is for a particular group of people. People that want quality, they want aesthetics, and they want privacy and seclusion. And that's honestly not everybody. But if you value those things, if those things are important to you, this may be exactly the home that you've been waiting for. We hope to see you soon at 24651 Devonport Circle in Laguna Hills. Thanks so much for watching.